Raiders have had a great season and want to find a way to continue that by picking up win number 11 on the year. It's the Black Knights going up against the Raiders.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Oakland Raiders. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First and 10, Simeon. Gonna throw right side here, complete. A very solid gain of 27. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. Ground. This is Isaiah Crowell looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. And the back goes into motion. On second down, here's Simeon. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A shotgun snap for Simeon. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. Here's a give to Crowell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
To throw on second is Simeon. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. It's the fullback, his second touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And his kick is right through. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Carr to throw on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first down, it's Simeon. Have got him. Mario Edwards. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
3rd and long. It's Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First down, the run with Lynch. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, here's Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Cooper's got it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And now back out comes the offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Crowell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down.
Let's go! Blue Lady! Blue Lady!
Out of the gun, Simeon. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's going to be run over, hit hard as he'll be marked down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aldon Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On the run, it's Crowell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. To the right side and complete to Njoku. A good pickup there, a 22.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a first down throw, Simeon. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw is Simeon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go now. Over. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll fake it. Now Simeon. And that'll be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy. Unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Carnell on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. From the gun now on third down, Carr. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Simeon. A little dump off for Crowell. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Simeon going right outside here, and that's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Here's Simeon now on second down. Going underneath for Crowell. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Simeon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
He's going to sling this deep down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he's got some space here. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
29. Here we go. Hey, Monday. Hey, 7:34.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that way?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Carr again. A swing pass caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break, Simeon. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Fresh set of downs here. Shotgun now for Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And it's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They start the drive with Lynch. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And he's got room. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On second down, here's Carr. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, Lynch. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing his car on third down. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in my...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw on second is Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Simeon on third down. And this one is incomplete.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
And on now is the punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
There's Simeon. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Now they'll throw with Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And this time, the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Throwing on first down is Carr. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now Carr throwing on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Roberts. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they got 29 yards there. And it'll give the Raiders a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. So we got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. On second down, Washington. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target, and it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
All right, here we go. Over.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And on 2nd and 10 now.
All right, now, look at 56. Leopard. Here we go now. Boom, 90.
Back to throw. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Marquette King now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Alex Simeon. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They wanted to avoid the dreaded fourth down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on third.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to fourth down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on third.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah, yeah, yeah.